Hey, what's up everyone? Thanks for coming back for another video. As always, I am grateful for you and your time. And in this video, I'm going to show you a way to make lettering layouts a bit easier for you. So let's go ahead and get into it. When I first started lettering, I really had no idea what I was doing at all. And nor did I know how to dissect words and choose which ones to focus on and which ones were important, and really just the overall aspect of doing lettering layouts. And now let me show you the quote that I'm working on, and that'll be in the new calendar for 2020. So stay tuned for that. As you see right here, this is a quote that I'm working on. At first you may think that quote is really long to do. And yes, honestly, it is pretty long, but that should not make you afraid to even try. Because the more you do longer quotes, the more confident you will get with your layouts. And you'll have a greater understanding of which words to emphasize on whenever you work on a piece. So the first thing I do with quotes, no matter if it's long or short, I write the quote out. Then after writing the quote out, let me get a pen so you could have a better idea. After you write down the quote, you see which words are the most impactful in the sentence and ones that will convey the message very strongly. And after you do this, write the quote down, that's when you will start doing your sketching. And I did a few here that I'm pretty proud of. I really liked this one, having it all going up at an angle. And as you see here, as you see here, these few words, I felt that those four were ones that I did not have to focus as much on as others. And with all these sketches, my whole idea was I wanted to go with the one that I felt was the strongest visually and most interesting. And also I recommend finding work that inspires you, whether it's on Instagram, Pinterest, and etc., to see how they lay out their work. And I decided to go with this one here because I enjoyed how it looked visually. And as you see here with each sketch, as I was just mentioning briefly, I focus on certain words and I allow the legibility in the quote to be read easier. So with this one, it did look nice, but the only issue is that the legibility would get lost in the, I guess let's call it ascender of the letters. And I liked this one better because it's easier to read and to understand. And felt that the execution on this one was thought out a lot better. So I'd recommend definitely take time to do sketching for your work and to develop more confidence in your skills. Because before, when I started with calligraphy and brush lettering, I did not take the time to do any of this. I didn't really understand the whole concept of how to do layouts better, and really layouts all start from you having an idea of what words to emphasize on in the piece, and also maintaining legibility for calligraphy and brush lettering. For graphic design, it's not as hard because you're using a computer. Well, I know I was, more or less. And doing these simple things will allow you to develop more confidence in your skills, and it will help you in other areas. And back to me talking about So with all this said, I just recommend don't be afraid to use other people's work as inspiration and seeing how it can help you. Because remember that everything is a remix and it's very rare that you're gonna find something original. Just make sure what it is that you do is a representation of you and not of someone else's work. There we go. All right, I'll talk to you all next week and hope you had a great holiday. Did you get anything for Black Friday? Me? I didn't, because there's plenty of deals throughout the whole year. You don't have to wait for Black Friday. There's plenty of deals throughout the whole year to where you do not have to wait for Black Friday. All right, I'll talk to you all later and hope you have a great week. I'll see you next time.